Hello to all members of SUG Chennai. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I welcome you all to the webinar on working with custom fields in Sitecore XM Cloud via Marketplace app with our esteemed guest speaker, Sumit Bhatia, who is three-time Sitecore Technology MVP. I thank you all for joining in this exciting webinar, and I thank Sumit for accepting to share his expertise and taking time out of his busy schedule to address us. Sumit, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much. Let me share my screen first and let me know once it is visible to you. You can
Yep,
see my
it's
screen,
visible.
right? Yeah. All right. So, good morning, good evening, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about Sitecore Marketplace and working example of a custom field in Sitecore uh, uh, in Sitecore XM Cloud by Marketplace app. Sitecore Marketplace is a platform that helps us extend and enhance Sitecore without changing its core system. And the marketplace allows organization, developer, and user to build, share, and use apps that adds new feature to Sitecore. So you can imagine that it's like an app store for Sitecore, but it designed specifically for this CMS digital experience product to enhance their functionality. Before going into further details, let me introduce myself. I am Sumit Bhatia. I am a Sitecore certified developer. I am a three-time Sitecore technology MVP. I'm having more than 15 years experience in .NET overall and having around 8 years of experience in Sitecore. I'm working as a Sitecore architect at Altudo, and I am Sitecore 8.2, 9, 10, XM Cloud, CDP, and Pascal certified developer. These are my blocks. If you want to see, I have written some kind of customization in the previous version of Sitecore. I have written about the new features of Sitecore, and this is the also a marketplace app that I'm going to show you right now. These are my this is the URL of my GitHub repository. If you want to see some kind of customization, how they works, so you can find the repo here. You can find me anytime on LinkedIn, Twitter, on Slack as well. You can find me on Stack Exchange where I have answered lots of questions and I ask questions over there and try to help the community. This is my YouTube channel. You can find related to these videos on my channel, and also finally, you can find me on Sitecore community with this link. This is my profile ID. So here is the agenda for today's session. I will start with a quick introduction to what the marketplace is and how it helps extend Sitecore capabilities. Then I'll cover the benefits of using these apps like faster development and easier integration. Next, I will share a few app ideas that can simplify everyday task. Like an example of that, you can have an app in your app Sitecore App Store for your internal organization or for the client that you're currently working with. And we'll also look at the type of apps available, that is custom and public. I will show you how they are. Then we'll see the workflow of building apps, like what the things to consider while building your own app, and we'll also see the steps to create the marketplace app. Those are very simple, but I'll show you how to do that. And finally, I will walk you through the example that I have created because that was the requirement of my current project, and so I created for that use one, hoping that it can be give you a kind of context that you can just start building apps on your organization, or if any kind of uh, situation like this comes into your XM Cloud implementation, so you can just think of it and start working with your own app. So I'll show you the custom field, how we can create that and use in Sitecore without touching the Sitecore code functionality. So that is the motive of this today's session. So let's start with the introduction of Sitecore Marketplace. So I'll make all the theoretical part quick, but and we'll go to the practical session. So the Sitecore Marketplace is a marketplace is a central hub where we can build, share, and use application that extends capability of Sitecore products. It allows developer and organization to easily integrate new functionality without starting from scratch. So before using any app, we need to authorize an organization. So this is the step that ensure the app is securely connected and approved for installation within our Sitecore environment. as a cloud portal organizer, if you are an admin or an owner, you can manage, like if you want to install the marketplace app that are available in your organization, and you can control which organization user have access to each app. I mean, you can install what organization you want, and where you will require those. You can install or install the app as per the your organization. Once this is authorized, we can install the apps directly, and these are a few clicks. You need to install the apps, and then these marketplace helps us enhance our daily work, whether it's improving content management, whether it's automating workflow, or adding new creative tools. So, making Sitecore even more powerful and more efficient for your daily needs. Now, these are the benefits of using and building marketplace apps. So, using and building apps on Sitecore Marketplace come with several great thoughts and great benefits. So, first, you can add a brand new capability to your Sitecore environment, like things that are not available out of the box. You can easily create them using these apps. So, I mean, this is recommended by Sitecore that you don't need to do any kind of customization, because if Sitecore upgrade their product, so your customization maybe will not work. So you can go with these apps, because those are standalone, not related to Sitecore. It allows you to customize Sitecore for It allows you to customize Sitecore for your own business needs, whether it's a new integration, workflow, or UI enhancement, or something else. I mean, whatever you want, you can go to work with these apps. So what really powerful is that about these apps, that you can do all these without conflicting Sitecore internal functionality, as I suggested earlier. So your customization will remain stable and upgrade safe. I mean, if there is any upgrade happens in future, so it will not impact your app. And finally, marketplace apps are built using a modern JavaScript and TypeScript framework. Like we are currently using Next.js and all the latest frameworks. So it is very giving developers the flexibility to create fast, scalable, and user-friendly solutions. Now coming back to the app ideas. So what to build as a developer? So I mean, if you are new to this marketplace app, so you will think that what we can create. So the first question is uh, how and what I need to create. So your app should solve the real problems for the Sitecore user and the organization that you are currently working with. Before you start coding, think clearly the challenges that is coming to your app right now, or you will help your team, or you will help your current client or customers that you are working with. So you can begin by checking the organization needs, or get inspired by the ideas that Sitecore suggests to you. Like you can go with creating the AI tools that suggest image alt text, or improve content. You can go with the AI powered assistant or workflow to automate the task. You can create some kind of content transfer service between XM cloud environments. You can create transition plugins to manage multilingual content, web analytics integrations or tracking performance, or SEO tools to improve search rankings, and the custom fields like color picker or icon libraries. And I'll show you a custom field also using these apps. So in short, build something that makes Sitecore very like Sitecore smarter if you are presenting to your client, and also it fulfills your client's needs. Now, app types. So these are two app types available right now. So this is the early phase. So only organizations, admin, or owners can create apps. So these are called custom apps. But this is also there is also another section called public apps. So if you see, I'll show you. This shows that currently it is not available for you, because this is for Sitecore. I mean, Sitecore will start working on these apps and will produce, will publish the public app for you. So it will be applicable for all kind of Sitecore XM Cloud solution. If you want to install that, so it will work for you. Now, we'll see quickly about the workflow of building apps. So, uh, the first step is to decide what to build. Usually, your organization specific needs will guide you to make the decision. That I will show you that it works for our case also. So maybe there's a workflow you can simplify, or a feature that you can extend in Sitecore. if you're not sure what to build, so you can just explore the marketplace and get an idea like what you need to create. Next, plan your app, understand your users need, I mean define the key features, decide how your app will work within Sitecore. uh, there's also a stage that you will choose your app architecture, authorization method, and Sitecore interface, because this affects the design implementation. So once you have planned, it's time, it will give, I mean, it's time to design your app. So we'll see later that how we'll create that, how we are going to design that app. And then create your app in the cloud portal, because we are using Sitecore Cloud, and where you can register your app, you can set up the development environment, and after that you move on to the building your app. So this is a final step where you are creating your app using the Sitecore Marketplace SDK that is available, and it is giving you few kind of app idea that you can help, or it is give you some kind of example code also, so you can refer those code and create your own app for just for the learning phase, and then once you get context you can start building your apps. And finally, we need to host this app in Sitecore Marketplace. So I'll show you how we can host that. So when it is hosted, it will be available for your organization, and you can install that and you'll be able to use that app. Now, let's quickly walk you through the basic steps for creating. So the first step is to register the app. So this is where you set up your app in the Sitecore Cloud portal. It's likely like creating your app identity, so Sitecore can recognize that yes, this is the app, we need to use that. Next is configure and activate. So here you will define permissions like authentication, or make sure you can communicate properly with Sitecore. Then it's time to stall. For first, then you need to stall your app. As I said, do that once you'll add the app, you need to provide where you want to stall, in which environment you want to stall, so you can go with that one. And after that, we will build a Sitecore app. Like we'll write a code. We can integrate APIs as well, and we'll will add the functionality what is required for the custom app. And finally, step about the fine tuning, adding environment details, validating connections, and ensure that app is working correctly on your environment. Before going into the practical example, here are some helpful resources that I found while learning this Sitecore app, and that can help you as well. So first, Sitecore Cloud Portal. This is your main starting point to create, register, and manage your apps in the cloud. And next, check out the developer documentation on Sitecore website. So it includes the details about getting started with marketplace guide, and it will be very perfect for you to when you are very new to the process. Then there is a YouTube channel also that Sitecore provides, where you can find the Sitecore Marketplace SDK tutorials, and video will give you the context, the step-by-step process. And finally, the quick start and SDK guides. This covers practical topics like initializing the app, getting or setting the custom fields, or if you're planning to build the app, your first marketplace. So these links are very, very helpful for you to just learn and just start working with your app. So now we'll see the example of app, the custom app that is called a custom field. Before going to this session, let me give you the introduction about what was the requirement and how I developed that and the app, and how it is useful for my current client. So uh, we are going to create a, I mean, there was a requirement to create a custom field for fetching the location data. So, uh, just start with the requirement that we have. So main goal of this implementation was to bring data from an external system or an API into Sitecore XM Cloud. So we wanted to create a custom field that could fetch live data from third-party API and display it directly inside the Sitecore interface, because it was created in their old Sitecore XP environment where they were using a custom field. So when the requirement was, when a user create a page in Sitecore, they provide a custom field in their old Sitecore XP environment, and that custom field contains a autocomplete to get the location from a third-party API. When user choose a location, that was a autocomplete. When user choose a location, it gets the data from an API using a response, and the custom field populates all the fields on that page and fill all the details, because there were around 35 to 40 fields for it was a location page, so it was a details for the location, like lat long of the location, or the images of the location, the description of the location, the type of the location. So these are the parameters. Those they want that content author should not add one by one. Just use that custom field, grab the data, and it will fill the details, and the page will be ready for them. So this is very helpful for content author in their own environment. So, but now we are migrating those in Sitecore XM Cloud. So XM Cloud is fully managed in cloud-based platform. We cannot deploy custom code directly into it, like you see that it does not allow it. It's not recommended also. So the solution is we have to work with the Sitecore Marketplace app model through the external service that integrate via the API. And this way, we actually created this app that is very helpful for them. I showed them a demo as well, and they were very impressed that we got this feature, because that was very helpful for them. Otherwise, content author manually do one by one mapping to the fields in their environment. Then comes with a third-party API. So as I said, this custom field is integrating with the third-party API. We use that API, integrate that in that custom field, and we are able to get the data. And finally, once the integration was in place, the data appeared directly inside the custom field in Sitecore, just like a normal Sitecore field. So content author could see the external data, select the options, and trigger the updates depending on the fields was configured by the app. So it's feel like a built-in part of Sitecore, even though it was powered by an external system. So you'll see that it is differently. I mean, you see that it looks like it is a Sitecore part of a Sitecore XM Cloud, but it's dependent, fully independent. So let me show you now. It's time to show the practical example. So how I integrated those apps. So let me quickly open my Sitecore portal. Just a minute. Okay. So first, let me show you how I created the code. I built a sample app, and you will find this is a sample app that you will get from the Sitecore Marketplace. Once you will follow the documentation and see how it works. I mean, there are step-by-step process, but that was a very basic implementation. That was a you once you will use that, it will give you a text area where you can input something, and once you click OK, it will save that value into that custom field. But my requirement was different. So what you need to do is you need to create you will get this app. What I did is I created a page called location fetcher under the API, and where I am getting data from a third party. So this is a demo application. So I am not giving you the context of that third party, because that was a particular client-based third-party API. So what I did is I created a mock data, like get some data from there, created a dummy data that can work like a response from the third-party API. But in case of that one, you can integrate as per your needs. Then what we are going is we are calling a update Sitecore field, because the requirement was also to update the data in XM Cloud using using the content API of Sitecore that it provides. So it kind of you can say a GraphQL query that we can use to create and update fields in Sitecore. So I need to integrate that as well. And before that, we need to get the token from Sitecore, because to make the request authorized for content authors, so the system will authorize first, and then will be able to push the data into the Sitecore fields. So here you can see that I'm getting data. I'm just filtering the data on the basis of that autocomplete. So this is my code of autocomplete here. And here I'm just search when user type anything, it is searching data, handle location select. When user select, it handles that and setting the fields over there. And then finally, it is calling the this update Sitecore item API calling, and we are passing the whole object over there. And I created an API called update Sitecore field over here. uh, this one. Yeah, this one. So this is the update file code field.ts file that I've created over here. And what is doing is it is grabbing all the data. It is authenticating the request first using the Sitecore auth token. You can provide your XM Cloud's Sitecore client ID and client secret. You can keep them in your environment variable file, env.local. You can create over there. And once it will give you the token, using that token, you will be able to update those fields. So I have created a query like this one, this mutation query, and I am passing this all the fields there what we need to update. So right now this is a demo application because I cannot show you the actual implementation. So this is kind of a the demo application that I will show you how it works. And I'm just grabbing the data and putting the value in title field, category field, and content field. So this is the kind of implementation that we have. Also, what we need to see here is uh, the webhook. So, uh, so here, this is the webhook. Let me show you. Use marketplace client.tss. So this is the webhook that comes with a that you need to implement, and this is responsible for the error handling and fetching the data, or I mean putting that and push the data into the field. So this is kind of hook implementation. If I'm not too much familiar about this whole Next.js implementation, but yes, if you are working with as a front-end app, so you'll be able to understand how it's working. But what as per the site code document that is recommended, and you need to use this webhook in your application. So I am just using that in my page.tsx over here, this one, and I'm getting the marketplace client using this hook. And this client is responsible to get the current item ID also. I mean, I'm getting the data of the current item ID, also getting any kind of error that is coming throughout the implementation, and also pushing or saving the data in that particular custom field. So this is the all about this uh, the demo app. You can find this demo app into my GitHub repository. I have also written a blog for that one, and you will find that over there. So using that, you can just work with this kind of custom field. And this session is to give you an idea. I mean, this is a very basic thing, and you can create lots of things, and you can solve the current. I mean, the you can solve your client. You can say uh, you can solve their problems if you are migrating from the current XP environment to XM Cloud, and they have these kind of implementation, or they want these kind of implementation to be part of the Sitecore XM Cloud, because as Sitecore XM Cloud does not give you all the things. And so if you want to do some customization, you can definitely go with this kind of approach. So let's get back to the Sitecore instance to see how we need to create that app. So this is my Sitecore environment. And one more thing I want to show you is that once you will create the app in Next.js, you need to deploy that app in your hosting environment. So like we have mostly we use Vercel, but if you have something else, so you need to just host your application over there and get the public URL. But don't worry about that one if you don't have Vercel accounts, or if you have the access to work with the Vercel. You can work with the localhost, because localhost can be connected to your Sitecore XM Cloud environment. And I'm also showing you the how the localhost is working, because maybe you need to debug something, you are getting any kind of error, so you can work with this localhost. You don't need to publish that. Once the app is done, so you need to deploy that and get the public URL of the app over there, and I'll show you how you need to configure that. So when you go to your Sitecore Cloud, at the very top right, this is the App Studio. So you just click on the App Studio, and here you will see that you have lots of app over there. I mean, this is our testing environment. So I'm just let me delete that one. We'll show you how to create a new one. Okay. So now I have done from my code side, I'm going to create a new app here. So as I said you and earlier that there are two types of app available. First one is custom, second is a public. So public, you will see that the app will be available in the public marketplace. That is a coming soon feature of Sitecore, because maybe Sitecore is planning to create their own apps, and it will be available for all kind of XM Cloud environments. And once they will provide, and definitely those were very awesome apps and will be helpful for you. So you can just use those apps and install that in your system. But right now we have our own app. So I'm creating a location demo app here and clicking on the custom, because we are creating a custom app. So once I create this app, so you see that in the at the backend, the location demo app is created for you. So now it's time to configure app. So just a minute, let me get that one thing that is required for this app. Uh, yeah, okay. So here you will see lots of options like standalone app. If you want to add a full screen cloud portal, you can go with this one option. In XM Cloud, if you want full screen app, so you just need to click on here. If you want to add this app as a dashboard widget, so you can check this option. If you want to app to be added as a left hand panel on page builder context, so you can use this option. And finally, the custom field that we are talking about. So we are going with the custom field as a page builder. So I am just checking this option only. So you will see that there is an activate button, but if you click on here, it will not allow you to activate, because it requires a few things to be added here, like the app logo URL. That is a important thing, and the deployment URL. So I am getting the app logo URL. I mean, this is a kind of online link that I found for the URL, but pasting it here, but you can have your own. So I'm just saving that. So you can see this URL is added for me. This can be any logo. I mean, if you want, you can just add the URL for that image. Then this is a deployment URL. So as I said, let me run that app first. So we are done with the app. Let me go to new terminal and run npm run dev. Okay, so now my app is running on localhost 3000. So let me copy that one, and this will be my deployment URL, because I have not deployed my app. But once you will deploy in your Versa environment, you will get your Versa domain name here. You need to add it here because it is now set up, because right now we are working with localhost. So I'm just putting it localhost 3000. And if you are multiple things running, so maybe it can be 330, 3001, 302 as well. So make sure that you are pointing to to the the correct deployment URL over here, because sometimes you see that the app is not working for you. So maybe this can be issue that it is running on different port, and you are adding your different port here. And then this is routing. So you need to provide proper routing. So this is our root. So this is our page name called, let me run the app, localhost and location fetcher. You can see the app is running over there as well. Okay, so the app is running here. And same thing, the same look and feel you see in Sitecore Cloud Portal. Let me go back to here again. This is the root URL I need to provide. So this is very important. The root URL and the deployment URL should be very much correct, because if you have any mistake over there, the app will not work, and you will, I mean, search lots of things that why it's not working, but this can be an issue for app it's not working. So we have done everything, and finally you will see that it is created an app ID for you. This is very helpful. I'll show you where we need to use that app ID, because this is the ID that Sitecore will identify that this app we need to open. Let me copy that and show you how we need to add that one. I mean, but we are not using this app. I'm using the my current one. This is 100% similar for that one. I'm just going to show you that how we need to create. So finally, once your app is done, you need to just activate your app. I'm clicking on the activate button, and finally the app is activated, and it will give you the option to go to my app. So using this my app section, you can go your app. So now you will see that your app will be listed here. This is location app demo to be installed status. And these are the installed. So that is why it's showing here. So now you need to install this app. This is also a thing to keep into mind, because when I was working on this app, so uh, I saw that the app is everything is working, everything is loading there, but the app is not showing. I mean the field is showing, but app is not showing on my page builder. So that is why I was not able to install that in that particular environment. So once you click on install, it will give you the list of environment that you have in your XM Cloud. You can choose which environments you want to save that, install that app. So once I will click on this one, once I click on the install button, it will be able to install that app into a particular environment. So I am not installing because I already have installed, but this is the final step. One more thing to keep in mind, like if you go to your app again and click on this app, suppose you do any kind of changes, uh, like you enable the full screen, or you do any changes, or you do any kind of updation into your app, and it will be automatically saved. But sometimes it is not reflecting on your app, because once you click on the open app, like it is showing the app is installed, but it will show you the update button over here because you have done some update. If the Sitecore Marketplace have something, the apps have something that need to be updated or need the update has to be installed, you will automatically see here the update button, or uh, uh, you can also find the option, but it is not showing. But you will find an update button here automatically comes with. Once you click on that, it will update everything for the app for that particular environment. Also, if you want to install this into another environment, you can just check another one, and you will be able to install that one. I guess clicking on this one will also uninstall that app, but I have not tried that. Yeah, you can also uninstall that app as well, for or maybe from the particular environment as well by checking that one. Okay, so this app is ready to use. Now let's see how we need to use that app. So let's go to Sitecore. There's a this is a this environment that I've added the app. So there are two things where, I mean, because we are creating a custom field, so there are two places where we need the fields to be added. It can be on the page level if you have want to use that app on the page as a custom field, as I because it was a requirement for mine, so that's why I have added that one. And if you want to add that for a particular rendering data source, so you can go with that rendering data source template and provide the app reference link over there. So let me show you how we need to provide that one. If you go to content editor, so I have installed that in a page called this one, copy hero. This is my test dummy application here. Here you need to provide a field name of your app that is custom app, and you will find a new field type that is called plugin. So this will come under the marketplace types. And this is the app ID that I showed you earlier, that once you click on here, let me show you the actual app. This one. So once you click on here, so on the right hand side, this is your app ID. Just copy that app ID, it is 580, and put it here. So this is how the Sitecore identify that on this field you are using a plugin, and that is a Sitecore custom field app or Sitecore app, not a custom field. That's the Sitecore app. So same like I have added on the page, but if you want to add like on the data source, on the rendering data source, you can add it over here. So let's see how it works when I open the page builder. So now I'm opening the page builder, and if you are adding this as a data source of a rendering, so let me show you where you will be able to find that one. So maybe, for example, if you see, suppose that this is your rendering content card. So on the right hand side, you are seeing the data source field for this rendering, and here you will able to see a field called open app, and you will be able to open your app from here. But we are working on a page, so let me create a blank page here. Create a sub page, and I'm taking the blank page because I have added the app on the blank page demo. Demo already exists. So let me create a new sub page. Custom app demo. Okay, so the page is created. So if I want to see the page feeds, I go to here and click on the page content. So I can see all my fields here. So right now, this is my app. Under data, I have a custom app, and you will see a field like this one, and you'll see a open app. Let me click this app, and you will see. I don't know why this issue is coming, but okay, this is something hydration issue that is not related to this one. So like I open that app. I am searching because this is autocomplete. So I am searching Eastern or Central, any kind of information. I showed you that I am showing the static or dummy data over here, but in my actual implementation, is calling the third-party API and grabbing our data and showing into this autocomplete. So I am setting this one, selecting this downtown medical health. You'll see that on clicking, I'm closing the app, but there can be some buttons like OK or cancel that you can change the JavaScript code or that your React code to close the app. So you'll see that I'm getting the location ID and saving that location ID into this field, but you can save anything like location name, location value, location type, whatever you want, you can save into this field. And what I showed you earlier that the requirement is to populate all the fields of this page. So right now, the fields have been populated using that update function, but it is not showing because in the page builder, we don't have option to refresh that page right now, because in content editor, we can have an option that we can refresh that page, but right now we don't have here. So let me go to another page demo and come back to this custom app again. Now you will see that this downtime medical center we selected, and this category is populated, this content is populated, and also the things is this custom app is also populated. So this is how I am passing these three fields to be populated, and that fulfills the requirement that I have in my current project. So there are almost 30 to 35 fields that is being populated automatically, being updated automatically using this marketplace app. So this is all about this app and how we can install that one. I've showed you how we can do the code changes. And in future, if any kind of updation comes in Sitecore, so it will not impacting your app because that is a standalone and this is hosted on the virtual environment. Sitecore is only just tracking the app ID that you have when you are creating an app, it has your app ID. And once you do any kind of updation, you can directly go to the front end and you can check on the page as well on your local that the app is working or not, and then you can deploy changes and it will work accordingly. So this is a kind of a basic idea that I have showed you, that how you can come to marketplace, create your apps, and just think of the ideas that you can implement. Or if you are working in an organization, you can just go to your organization XM Cloud portal, start building your app over there, or because these are as I said that installing or creating app is very easy, but to do that code in Next.js is a little bit difficult because it is depend on the requirement. So you can just try creating those apps. Those can you think that can be helpful for each and every application, or you can just suggest to your client that if any kind of things occurs, and like you can just let them know that we have this kind of app already added, and you can get the good estimates from that one, because that is also added on your organization portal. You can just install that apps on their portal as well, or if you are giving your access from your portal, you can just install in that particular organization environment and that app will work over there. So this is all about me that I will show you in this presentation. So if you have any question, you can just ask. No
Hi.
question means you understand.
Yeah. Um, okay. You told it's not available public yet, right?
Yes.
So you cannot share among other peers or other vendors as a public product yet, right?
Yes, right now we cannot do that, but in future you will be able to do that.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Okay. Think nobody has any questions. Okay. Thank you all participants, and thanks Sumit for this great session on working with custom fields in Sitecore XM Cloud via Marketplace app. The demo was great, and it was really eye-opening experience how we can still inject custom fields into Sitecore. Thanks
Yeah.
for your time, and thanks for the session. It was great. Thank you.
Thanks everyone. And if you feel that you're getting stuck in any place, I'm available on Slack at any time. Just ping me out. I will be able to help you or maybe guide you through for your app. Okay.
Sure.
Thanks once again. Have a nice
Thanks.
day, everyone.
You
Yeah,
too.
thank you, Sumit. Thank you, team.
Yes. Bye.
Bye bye.